Hi there, I'm Sridhar Chandrasekharan, and I'm excited to share my knowledge and experience in transmission line construction with you. In this series, my goal is to equip engineers and managers with the essential know-how they need before stepping into the field and taking charge of their projects. We'll dive into everything from the basics of construction and execution planning to tendering, budgeting, and even touch on the engineering ethics that are so important in our profession. Each week, I'll be posting a new video. In each chapter, we'll explore relevant technical topics, discuss ethical considerations, and wrap up with a thought-provoking quote. So, stay tuned. There's a lot to cover. We are currently in Chapter 4 on power transmission lines, construction, and focusing on tendering and bidding. Disclaimer. Just a quick note. The content in these videos is meant for informational and basic educational purposes only. These videos aren't intended to provide professional advice or endorsements. This helps set the right expectations about the nature of what we're sharing, especially since we draw on material from various sources under the principle of fair use. In our previous chapters, we laid the foundation by exploring essential basics, such as electricity and power generation, along with the prerequisite activities for transmission line construction, including demand assessment, resource requirements, and project planning. Now, in this chapter, we will delve into the project tendering process and the contractor bidding process. These processes are crucial for understanding how projects are initiated and awarded, giving us a comprehensive view of how a project moves from concept to execution. This chapter will provide valuable insights for project engineers, illustrating how projects are tendered by clients and how contractors secure these projects through a structured bidding process. By understanding these processes, we gain a clearer perspective on how projects are awarded and the preparation involved before the actual construction begins. We'd like to emphasize that this chapter on tendering and bidding is structured to provide a systematic overview of the processes involved in transmission line projects. Given the breadth of this subject, we will cover it in detail later in the series. Project tendering. We'll go through each step of the project initiation and tendering process for transmission line construction, exploring how projects move from initial planning to contract awards. The client, often a governmental agency like the Ministry of Electricity, leads these steps. Project study and feasibility analysis, financial requirements and budgeting, tender preparation, floating the tender, evaluation of bids, awarding the contract. Each of these steps plays a crucial role in project initiation, allowing the client to ensure that the selected contractor meets quality, budget, and timeline standards. By learning about these processes, we'll gain a deeper understanding of how transmission line projects are structured, funded, and prepared for execution. Let's take a closer look at each step to understand the full process of project tendering. First, project study and feasibility analysis. The Ministry of Electricity, or the responsible authority, begins with a project study to assess the technical and economic feasibility of the proposed transmission line. This includes evaluating the demand for electricity in the targeted areas and understanding the existing infrastructure's capacity and limitations. Feasibility study. A comprehensive feasibility study is conducted to assess the technical, environmental, and financial aspects of the project. This study examines factors such as route selection, environmental impact, potential regulatory challenges, and cost implications. 2. Financial requirements and budgeting. Based on the feasibility study, the financial requirements for the project are identified, including estimated costs for materials, labor, land acquisition, permitting, and contingencies. The ministry allocates or seeks funding for the project, which may involve governmental budget allocations, loans, grants, or public-private partnerships. A financial budget is then established, providing a clear outline of the project's anticipated costs and financial resources needed. Third, tender preparation. With a budget in place, the Ministry of Electricity prepares the tender documents, which outline the project's technical and commercial requirements. This includes specifications for voltage level, capacity, routing, equipment needs, and expected project timelines. The tender documents typically include detailed descriptions of the project scope, technical specifications, environmental and regulatory requirements, quality standards, and any specific qualifications or experience required from bidding companies. Four, floating the tender. The ministry issues the tender for bidding, inviting qualified companies to submit their technical and commercial proposals. This tender can be open to local, national, or international companies, depending on the project's scope and requirements. Companies interested in the project submit their bids, detailing how they will meet the technical requirements, propose costs, timelines, and any additional services or innovations they can offer. Five, evaluation of bids. The Ministry of Electricity reviews the submitted bids, evaluating them based on technical capabilities, financial proposals, and compliance with requirements. This process may involve a thorough review of each bidder's past projects, financial stability, technical expertise, and proposed project approach. Bids are often evaluated on both technical and commercial criteria, ensuring that the selected company has the capacity to meet quality standards and deliver within budget constraints. Six, awarding the contract. Once the evaluations are complete, the ministry awards the contract to the company or companies that meet the requirements most effectively. The chosen contractor then works with the ministry to finalize the project details, timelines, and milestones before moving forward with the construction phase. The initiation of a transmission line project involves comprehensive planning by the Ministry of Electricity or a similar authority, including feasibility studies, budgeting, and preparing tender documents. The project is then opened to competitive bidding, ensuring that qualified companies can propose solutions that meet both technical and financial requirements. Through this structured process, the ministry ensures that the transmission line project aligns with national energy needs, budgetary constraints, and quality standards. We have covered some foundational topics to gain an understanding of the tendering process from the client's perspective, providing only a brief overview. Now, we will explore the contractor's side, examining how the bidding process is conducted. Let's dive into contract bidding. In this chapter, we'll break down each step of the contract bidding process for transmission line construction, showing how a construction company plans, prepares, and submits a competitive bid. We'll explore the strategic approach companies take to meet tender requirements while maximizing their chances of winning the project. Tender review and feasibility analysis. Formation of a bidding team. Technical proposal preparation, commercial proposal preparation, compliance with tender requirements, risk management and contingency planning. Submission of the bid package. Bid submission and acknowledgement. Post-submission follow-up. By following these steps, transmission line construction companies can strategically prepare and submit a well-structured, competitive bid that aligns with the client's requirements. This comprehensive approach maximizes the company's chances of securing the project, enabling them to showcase their capabilities and deliver a solution that meets technical, commercial, and regulatory standards. In this chapter, we'll explore each step in detail, providing insights into the contract bidding process and showing how companies position themselves to win projects. First, tender review and feasibility analysis. Download and review tender documents. Companies start by acquiring the tender documents, which detail the technical and commercial requirements, scope, and evaluation criteria. Initial assessment. The company's project and bidding teams review the tender to assess feasibility. They evaluate whether the company has the necessary technical expertise, resources, and capacity to meet the project's requirements and determine if the project aligns with their strategic goals. Cost-benefit analysis. The company conducts a cost-benefit analysis to ensure that the project is financially viable and that the potential returns justify the investment in resources and time. Second, formation of a bidding team. Cross-functional team. A dedicated bidding team is formed, typically including representatives from project management, engineering, finance, procurement, legal, and business development. Each team member contributes expertise to ensure a comprehensive and accurate proposal. Project planning. The team develops a preliminary project plan, including timelines, resource allocation, and technical approaches that will form the basis of the bid submission. Third, technical proposal preparation. Technical specifications. The technical proposal outlines how the company will meet the project's specifications, including engineering designs, construction methods, materials, and equipment. Methodology and approach. The proposal explains the company's approach to executing the project, including route selection, environmental mitigation measures, and quality assurance processes. Project timeline. Companies provide a detailed project timeline with milestones, phases, and completion dates, demonstrating how they will adhere to the ministry's deadlines. Resource allocation. The proposal includes information on the personnel, equipment, and materials that will be allocated to the project, showcasing the company's capacity to deliver. Fourth, commercial proposal preparation. Cost estimation. The commercial proposal involves detailed cost calculations for each aspect of the project, including materials, labor, equipment, logistics, and overhead costs. Pricing strategy. The company develops a pricing strategy that is competitive, yet covers all project costs and anticipated contingencies. Payment terms. The commercial proposal outlines the preferred payment terms, including milestone payments, mobilization advances, and any retention fees. Financial compliance. Companies ensure that their commercial proposal meets any financial requirements outlined in the tender, such as bonds, guarantees, or insurance provisions. Five, compliance with tender requirements, legal and regulatory compliance. The bidding team ensures that the proposal adheres to all legal, regulatory, and licensing requirements specified in the tender. Bid security. Companies may be required to provide a bid bond or security deposit as part of the submission, which acts as a guarantee of their commitment to the bidding process. Certifications and qualifications. The proposal includes evidence of the company's qualifications, such as certifications, licenses, and previous experience in similar projects. This might involve presenting case studies, project portfolios, or testimonials from past clients. Sixth, risk management and contingency planning. Risk assessment. Companies identify potential risks associated with the project, such as environmental challenges, logistical issues, or regulatory delays, and outline their plans for managing these risks. Contingency plans. The proposal includes contingency measures to address unforeseen challenges, demonstrating the company's preparedness to handle various scenarios and ensure project continuity. Seventh, submission of the bid package. Bid document compilation. The bidding team compiles all required documents into a comprehensive bid package. This typically includes the technical proposal, commercial proposal, compliance documentation, legal documents, and any additional information requested in the tender. Formatting and quality control. Companies carefully format the bid documents to ensure they are clear, professional, and aligned with the tender requirements. This includes double-checking for accuracy, completeness, and compliance with submission guidelines. Submission in the required format. Many tenders specify the format of the submission, such as electronic submission via a portal or physical submission with hard copies. Companies adhere to these requirements to avoid disqualification. Eight, bid submission and acknowledgement. Timely submission. The bid package is submitted before the deadline, as late submissions are often disqualified. If the submission is electronic, the company ensures that all files are uploaded successfully. If it is physical, the package is delivered to the designated location. Acknowledgement of submission. Once the bid is submitted, the company receives an acknowledgement from the agency, confirming that the bid has been received and is under consideration. Ninth, post-submission follow-up, clarifications, and presentations. In some cases, the ministry may request clarifications or invite shortlisted companies to present their proposals in person. The company's project and bidding team prepares to address questions and provide additional details as needed. Negotiation and adjustment. If the ministry begins negotiation rounds with the company, the commercial and legal teams may adjust aspects of the proposal, such as pricing or terms, to reach a mutually acceptable agreement. Ten, awaiting award decision. Monitoring the process. After submission, the company keeps in touch with the ministry for updates on the evaluation process. They stay prepared for further questions or adjustments during this phase. Award notification. If selected, the company receives an official notification of the award. The company then proceeds with contract finalization and begins project mobilization and detailed planning for the construction phase. This structured approach ensures that transmission line construction companies submit comprehensive, compliant, and competitive bids that align with the ministry's technical and commercial requirements. Each phase is carefully managed to maximize the chances of winning the tender and securing the project. In Chapter 4, we covered key aspects related to project tendering by the client and contract bidding by the contractor for transmission line projects. These processes are essential for initiating and securing contracts to ensure that projects are efficiently planned, financed, and executed. Below is a summary of what we discussed. In project tendering, some of the topics we covered are project initiation, feasibility study, budgeting and financial planning, tender preparation, and issuing the tender. And in contract bidding, some of the topics we covered are tender review, formation of the bidding team, technical proposal, commercial proposal, compliance and submission, and post-submission process. This highlights the importance of structured processes in both project tendering and contract bidding. These steps ensure that the project is designed and financed effectively by the client, and that contractors submit bids that meet quality, cost, and timeline requirements. Both processes are integral to the successful initiation and planning of transmission line projects. As we progress through our study program, we'll be emphasizing the importance of professional ethics by integrating key values at each step. Understanding what professional ethics entail and recognizing their significance are essential for us as professionals. These ethics guide our actions, ensure integrity, and foster trust in our careers, shaping not only our interactions, but also the impact we have in our respective fields. Professional ethics encompass the moral principles and standards that shape our conduct within our chosen professions. Typically outlined in a profession-specific code of ethics, these guidelines are designed to ensure that we act with integrity, responsibility, and respect in all our interactions, whether with clients, colleagues, or the broader community. By adhering to these ethical standards, we uphold the trust and credibility essential to our professional roles. Let's break down some key components. Integrity. Professionals should always act honestly and be truthful in their dealings. Avoiding deceptive practices and upholding fairness are essential. Confidentiality. As professionals, we often handle sensitive information. It's crucial to maintain confidentiality, ensuring that private data stays protected. Competence. Staying skilled and knowledgeable in our field is a must. This often means continuous learning and keeping up with the latest advancements. Responsibility. We have a duty to act in the best interests of our clients or the public, making sure our work does no harm and contributes positively to society. Respect. Ethical behavior also means treating everyone with dignity and respect, regardless of their background, status, or beliefs. Accountability. Finally, we must take responsibility for our actions and decisions, being ready to explain and justify them when needed. Today, we are going to learn about respect in professional ethics. Respect is about valuing others, treating them with dignity, and acknowledging their rights, perspectives, and contributions. It's a fundamental principle that guides interactions in the workplace and beyond, fostering a positive and collaborative environment. Valuing diversity and inclusion. Appreciating differences. Respecting people of different backgrounds, cultures, genders, ages, and experiences helps create an inclusive environment. Recognizing and appreciating diversity enriches the workplace, promoting creativity, collaboration, and innovation. Avoiding discrimination. Respect includes treating everyone fairly and refraining from bias, prejudice, and discrimination. Professionals should ensure equal opportunities and avoid language or actions that marginalize others. Active listening and open communication. Listening to others. Respect involves actively listening to others' ideas, opinions, and concerns. It shows that you value their perspectives, even if you may not agree with them. Open communication. Encouraging open dialogue and being willing to share ideas promotes respect. Professionals should communicate in a way that is clear, honest, and respectful, avoiding aggressive or dismissive language. Acknowledging others' contributions. Giving credit. Respect means acknowledging the work and achievements of others. Recognizing contributions not only shows respect, but also builds morale and encourages teamwork. Respecting intellectual property. This includes giving proper credit for ideas, research, and work done by others, and refraining from claiming others' work as your own. Maintaining professional boundaries. Respecting privacy. Respect includes honoring others' privacy and confidentiality. For example, respecting confidential information shared by colleagues or clients is critical to maintaining trust. Appropriate behavior. Professionals should be mindful of personal boundaries and avoid behavior that could be perceived as invasive, offensive, or inappropriate. Empathy and understanding. Putting yourself in others' shoes. Respect involves empathy, understanding and considering the feelings and experiences of others. This can help to build stronger working relationships and resolve conflicts more effectively. Supporting colleagues. Respect is shown by being supportive of colleagues in times of need, whether that involves offering help on a project or understanding personal situations that may affect work. Constructive feedback and conflict resolution. Providing feedback respectfully. Respectful feedback is constructive and focuses on improvement rather than criticism. It addresses the issue, not the individual, and is delivered in a way that is helpful rather than hurtful. Handling disagreements. Professionally, conflict is natural in any professional setting, but handling disagreements respectfully is essential. Respect means addressing conflicts calmly, finding common ground, and seeking mutually beneficial solutions. Upholding ethical standards and integrity. Honoring commitments. Respect includes following through on promises, meeting deadlines, and being reliable. This demonstrates respect for others' time and the shared goals of the team or organization. Ethical conduct. By following ethical principles and adhering to professional codes of conduct, individuals show respect for the profession, colleagues, clients, and the broader community. Respect for authority and hierarchies. Recognizing roles and responsibilities. Respecting authority means acknowledging the roles, expertise, and responsibilities of leaders and supervisors. It does not mean blind obedience, but involves open communication within professional boundaries. Collaboration. Across levels. In a professional setting, respect goes both ways. Respecting subordinates and treating them with dignity is as important as respecting supervisors. In essence, respect in professional ethics is about treating others with dignity, listening to their viewpoints, acknowledging their contributions, and maintaining an inclusive and supportive work environment. Respect fosters positive relationships, improves teamwork, and enhances productivity, creating a workplace culture where everyone feels valued and empowered to contribute their best. Today's quote is from Confucius. By three methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. This quote reminds us that wisdom can be attained in multiple ways. By reflecting thoughtfully, which is noble and less painful. By imitating others, which is simple and convenient. And by experiencing life firsthand, which, although challenging, often leaves the most enduring lessons. Ideally, we strive to incorporate all three approaches to learn wisely and effectively, balancing reflection and imitation with the insights gained from personal experience. As we wrap up our session, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of our upcoming chapters. It's your gateway to mastering transmission line supervision. This brings us to the end of Chapter 4, where we covered the prerequisites for transmission line construction activities. In our next chapter, we'll explore the fundamentals of project management. Until then, take care, and thank you for watching.